My name is Jonathan Mason. I'm an automotive mechanic here at Englewood Maserati Alfa Romeo. I'm an automotive technician here. I've been here for a couple years now, and I just help out, do whatever I need to do. Anybody that needs help, anybody needs assistance, moral support, comedy, humor, I'm your man. This one, like I recommended a couple of things. So this, I'm still waiting for it. We have statuses, so every morning I usually check that out. We have basically cleaned, it means that it hasn't been done yet. And this one I'm still waiting for parts. So ultimately it's just waiting for the advisor and stuff like that. So, morning guys. Morning. Coffee break. I start my day is just like this. I wait for Anthony to give me something. Some Mondays can be a little bit more crazier than others. It all depends on the days, the appointments, you know, whatever scheduling comes in, and then that's about it. So the customer, he couldn't shift it, he couldn't do anything. There was water into the harness, and you can see it kind of cooked the connector. And unfortunately, this connector is a non-serviceable item, and it's the whole entire harness of the vehicle that has to get replaced. Basically, the whole car has to come apart. I just had training last month because we have to be prepared for the future and prepared for incidents like this. This turned into a recall. So we are ahead of the curve trying to not let this happen to other customers. If something gets caught or something gets to a point that you're like, oh, I need help with this, we have a shop of technicians that are basically there for you. If you need help, they will help you. Everything's kind of prepared already. All oil, like our oilers are over here, water, washer fluid, you know. What you got?
Top of the morning sequence, 82B and an oil change, 1 p.m.
Basically, this is just an oil change, an 82B, which is a recall, which is underneath the car. Basically, it's a seatbelt connector we have to kind of cut off. And usually they do an inspection of the vehicle, so they take pictures and they don't, you know, if there's any issues or any scratches, I like to just double check sometimes because at the end of the day, you're liable. This one's an oil change, so usually we take the oil cap off, put it somewhere where you're not gonna forget it. We top off all the fluids. We basically do a slight little inspection on top and go from there. I always carry a little light just to check all the little areas. These cars usually have common problems that we would like to take care of before they become a serious issue. Like coolant leaks or oil leaks, we like to check everything out to make sure everything is fully operating as intended. When the car is dispatched, it has no technicians assigned to it. So basically what we do is we assign it to ourselves. I'm able to assign it to myself, and I'm able to do things that some people don't. Using the car with midway point, check the suspension, side travel, over this, no play, nothing really substantial. Really it. Oil bucket, your best friend. Clean it up, if somebody did it. Money shot. Right there. Crack both of them. Front tires, a little worn. Basically just a check on the whole entire vehicle. We're not gonna let the car go with a problem and tell them, oh yeah, figure it out later. No, we're gonna solve the problem as fast as we can. Oh, wow, look at you. You're fucking perfect. Okay.
Please do not bring the camera out here.
Anyway, we want to make sure that what we did is completely accurate and he won't come back for an oil light or something mistake that we did. So we always double check, triple check everything. Every vehicle gets a multiple inspection video. I walk around the vehicle with the customer and I show them that I'm not trying to sell them on something that they don't need. And I'm very, very descriptive in my videos. I show them every little thing. These videos get transferred directly to the customer's phone, or even if they're waiting in the waiting room or they're home on the couch. They can see exactly what's going on with the vehicle. Good morning and thank you for choosing Alfa Romeo and Englewood Cliffs. My name is Jonathan. I'm your service technician working on the vehicle today. We have no leaks, no damages within the suspension, nothing really abnormal or play that was felt at this time. So we are going to take a picture of that oil leak, basically just to show the customer like, hey, you got an oil leak on the vehicle. So basically, this is what the customer sees when I take a picture. So there's nothing that can draw on top of there, but you can see clearly you have a leak on there. Oil going in. They already turned the pumps on, so we're already ready to go. It's all digital. Put it back on. Minimalist, no mess. A little bit of water. Just do this. Make it look nice. And always double check. Chassis when you took off. Close her up. We do a VIN scan that basically tells you like, hey, you have an open recall. Like this is what we can see. You see exactly what the car came for, how many miles it has, and you can see if there was any problems that were stated through it. There's actually a lot of skills. Very good with your hands, memory, attention to detail is very, very important. Most of the time is when you work on these vehicles, these cars are not $10,000 cars. They're $80,000, $100,000, $300,000. That attention to detail, that little extra step is what's gonna make it better. I know it's Monday, you don't wanna work, I don't wanna work. Can you please melt, please? Thank you. Everything adds up that you do. Every 0.2, every 0.3, every 0.5, every 1, every 2. They always add up no matter what. So everything's completed. Usually what I do is I kind of go around, make sure everybody's okay. It's not my job, but it's what I like to do. Hi, Kevin. All right, Kevin. But this is how it is on Mondays. Sometimes you have crazy days, and sometimes you have some days that are like, you do nothing for hours. But then you have that one job that comes that pays the whole day. That's what kind of makes it a little bit worth it when you work for a luxury brand or any luxury brand, because a simple job would be like 6 or 7 hours per one job. Kevin's doing brakes, spark plugs, belt, and I think a diff service. It's 9 hours. So that's one day's work with one car. There's moments that like, you know, we're gonna hate each other. There's moments that we're gonna love each other. We always go out, we always try to boost morale. Hi, Joe. Hi, Joe. So the most meaningful part about my work day to day is basically the people that I see. We develop a relationship with the coworkers. It's our family. And there's times that you might have a bad day and there's someone that's gonna light you up. Kevin! You got a situation. It's something stupid that they say that you're never gonna understand. And one of those like, huh, and I start laughing, you know? But ultimately it gets you through the worst of it. And I think that's more important. And that what makes a stronger bond. Oh, this is just a tire replacement. Definitely seems like that one. Every car, no matter what it is, oil change, tire light, tire replacement, smell. Every car gets the same multiple inspection, the same treatment as we do to all cars. So every car gets an inspection, one car gets a video, everything. So yeah, she drove on it flat, so unfortunately that is no longer safe to drive. That's why we are replacing the tire. We're going to go ahead and remove the tire, get the tire from parts. Good morning and thank you for choosing Alfa, Romeo of Englewood Cliffs. My name is Jonathan, I'm your service technician today. We go to parts, get the tire, get this car out of here, and move on to the next one. You don't really gotta do much with these tire machines. You gotta babysit it, but it kind of does everything for you. And that's number 2. So this vehicle is basically good to go. Alright, so the next one is kind of the same thing. It's a tire and the wire recall again. Well, I'm ASC certified according to that. So yeah, same thing. Guys doing about the wiring repair, which we're gonna be taking care of in a little bit. And he's complaining about a tire going flat, so we're gonna be putting the car up in the air, basically inspecting the tire, making sure that everything is okay, and see if we can get a tire approved, if he has a warranty or something. We always have warranty printouts here to see if anything's covered, and he does have a coverage. This guy has multiple tires, right?
So only one in the front left.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you about that. The problem is that she's gonna get out of here like 11:30.
Alrighty then. So.
And anyway, she's got an hour.
So I actually have to wait. And the customer has a time crunch, so unfortunately we can't finish what we're supposed to do. She's gonna come back for the recall. The tire was the most important thing, so I'm gonna wait for his approval to do anything. So I'm just gonna do a video in a moment. So now we just wait, the waiting game, to see exactly what the insurance company says, what the warranty company says, what the customer says, and we go from there. Our part is done for the most part. What I like to do is get the car inspected, video, multi-point within 15-20 minutes tops. So what about the 82 beats? So to come back for it? Oh shit. Okay, no problem. Yeah, definitely. So I would do the one now. I'll get that done, and then we can always tell her. Okay, that's fine. Well, thank you, good sir. People go to mechanics and they pay all this money to find out that they're just putting a Band-Aid on an open wound. So we try our hardest to really be honest and very straightforward with what we do. Everybody goes through stuff. You know, there's not a single person that sits here and says their life is perfect. In this shop, we always try to go out, we try to have fun. If you're having that bad day, if you're having a very bad week, we want to make sure that we're going to make you smile, we're going to make you laugh. It's always important, you have to write a story for every car. That way you can get paid. So I'm going to bring the car out here, we'll assess the vehicle, make sure that that tire light goes away, because the tire lights love to stay on. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through my ROs. I do have 10 of them, and I'm just going to check to see if any parts came in, anything came in. Yo, he has no coverage. No, the aftermarket warranty expired at 100. One at 100, they approved it for 100? All right, bye. Well, found out the one guy had aftermarket warranties. Look, how much you have to do. This is just separate, right? This is everything you have to do on the vehicle. And if you notice, it's very detailed. We're not even halfway. You doing rear toe too? Remember, rear toe is lefty opposite, yeah. So Elias realized that. Elias tried doing that at 4 o'clock.
No, it's just the front. I'm like dumbfounded on the front again. I haven't done one in a minute.
I haven't done one in a minute. What the? I couldn't see that. I think it's 24-13 or 22-13. So in the field, just don't be afraid to ask a question. Don't be afraid. If you screw up, just tell somebody. I've been doing it for 12 years. There are times that I still mess things up and break things. What do? I figure out a way to fix it. And then if I don't, I call somebody who can help me. Simple as that. When you know what the problem is, it's like a reward almost. Everything has a different sound. Everything has a different motion. Everything has a purpose. Once you find out that the purposes are all related, you know, it's so much easier to deal with all the nonsense. It's so much easier to deal with this. Now we actually do some work. Every manufacturer I've worked for a different automotive background. So you have Asian, you have American, European, and Italian. Each one of them are gonna have different aspects and different attributes that also can be good and bad. I'm gonna take a break for now. Yeah, 'cause I'm hungry. place is not for people to give up. You know, you always, no matter how hard it is, you try, you try, you try. Practice makes perfect. This is the part that they don't show you by being a mechanic. There's bolts that are hidden. There's a lot of things that are hidden in the car. Oh, what the hell? Alright, cool. None of your stuff. Hey, you're the one not under pressure, okay? What's up, Austin? Yeah, give the key to that little glass area over there. Just give one of the advisors over there. Yes, sir. All right. Yeah, this is as real as it's gonna get. One more and we're good to go. All right, and that's the leak. You can see all the oil coming down and all saturated. And that is the culprit. It's I tighten bolts. I do a good job. Just gonna take a 15-minute break. What I love about this job and company is the support and the people behind it. You know, it's not all rainbows and sunshine every day. You know, there's always gonna be a problem somewhere, somehow. And the fact that you have people by your side and people behind your back who are gonna push you and really motivate you to do better is what really makes this place good.
Yo, the Mason Show.
As I said before, every job can be very unexpected or very expected. You guys are corny. I gotta let this sit for a minute. I gotta do one more round of cleaning. Well, to summarize the day, it's kind of like, there's some days you get good, some days you get bad, all depending on how it comes up. I mean, like this job, the full job will pay around 6 hours for everything. And again, I'm almost done. It's just, you know, since we fell into another situation, there's other things that can happen and revolve around. At the end of the day, we come here as a family, we leave as a family. Basically, we're gonna be wrapping it up for today. It is currently about 4:50. Gonna leave this car for now. We're gonna finish the car tomorrow. We're gonna be waiting for a part and also to clean it up. Basically, the end of the procedure. Since I'm still working on it, I'm gonna have a couple of the tools still laying around so that way I know exactly what to use. So we're gonna go to parts just to shut up the deal. Pens and all that stuff, all my tools that I use, all the sockets that I use, so I never lose them, always go back where they are. Living a life as a mechanic. My name is Jonathan Mason. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you learned something. I know I did. Some days are gonna be great, some days are gonna be not the best, some days are gonna be gloomy, some days are gonna be shiny.